Yeah. So we gotta learn how to fly. 100 million did that. Soar through the wind. Clear up. I learned to fly. That's what they told me. You feel me? We don't believe in media. All the tricks and the games. You know.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric, yeah. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit's so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled. Now lay me down to sleep. Brand new circuit. If I should die before I wake. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
No dang, don't.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and Eagle gon' be riding the rain. This ain't no time to done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Clear out my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. I don't even know how to fly.
Yeah, that's what they told me, though.
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn. Yeah.
You know I learned to fly.
They take it there. You know what I mean? All through the moments, all through the hard times. You know what I believe? These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
You know what I want. Is it just another feeling? Just another situation. Going in a way. It get crazy in a lane. We ain't tripping on the danger.
What up, what up? I'm playing for you one more time and we'll get started. I'm just getting set up over here.
Yeah. So we gotta learn how to fly.
100 million did that.
Soar through the wind. Clear
You
up.
know I learned to fly.
That's what they told me. You feel me?
We don't believe in media.
All the tricks and the games. You know.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric, yeah. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit's so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled. Now lay me down to sleep. Brand new circuit. If I should die before I wake. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
No dang, don't.
You know I learned to fly.
Protools acting silly in the morning. We don't play that. Switch over. Talk to you guys for a minute. What up, what up, what up, you guys? Another day, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you're at. We were up till like 5:36 last night finishing a couple other records on the project. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, fuck it, man, jump right back in it. When it's album week, when I'm working with an artist and it's like their finish week, I tend to like not take a lot of breaks and I like to just get through it and stay in one emotional presence the whole time. You know what I mean? Instead of stringing it out for fucking 3 weeks, I can typically get an album done in a week. Sometimes I can get it done in a few days. If I'm not streaming and talking and stuff like that, I can get like 3 to 4 or 5 records, depending on if they're trap records or R&B or pop records. You know, I can probably get anywhere from 3 to 5 records done a day. Like radio quality, ready to go. That's just because I've been in the industry for years and years. I look super young, but I'm 34 years old. You know what I mean? I've been in the industry since like 14 years old. That's quite some time. Never went to school, dropped out, just been in music my whole life. All right, cool. Let's play this record one more time while I'm getting set up, and then we're going to jump in this bitch. The first thing we're going to do is jump into the live session, into the beat and the production session, and just update it real quick. Anytime a record's about to go out and it's about to be the final one, like go out for release, I typically, even though the beats sound great, and that's why we're able to create the songs on them, I just go right back into the beat and see if there's anything I can do to make it better. Not change it, because I don't want to scare the artist and redo the whole beat. I just go through and I touch up the mix, maybe I'll beef things up, get it to slap a little harder, and then I re-export it and bring it into the new Pro Tools session, and then we do that. So that's going to be our process today. It's just we're going to bounce back and forth from Ableton Live in the production, and then bring them back into Pro Tools and finish off the mixes and get them radio ready. Boom, boom, boom. We'll try to get. I'm gonna start with this record. I got one more planned for after this one, so we'll probably do 2 today, and then I don't know, maybe we'll do 2 or 3. We'll see. I'm gonna play it one more time, and then we'll get started.
Yeah. So we gotta learn how to fly.
100 million did that.
Soar through the wind. Clear
You
up.
know I learned to fly.
That's what they told me. You feel me?
We don't believe in media.
Of the tricks and the games and shit. You know.
It's this love that I do feel. Shocky like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take a day. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Now lay me down to sleep. Pray on the circuit. If I should die before I
You
wake.
don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
No thing, don't.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? We're great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me now you gon' be riding the rain. This ain't no time to done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Clear it on my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. You don't even know how to fly.
Yeah, that's what they told me, though.
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn. Yeah.
You know I learned to fly.
And take it there. You know what I mean? All through the moments, all through the hard times. You know, I believe these motherfuckers that flake and shit. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
You know what I want. Is it just another feeling? Just another situation. Going in a wheel and get crazy in LA.
Get crazy in LA, huh?
Tripping on the danger.
All right. Well, you know what they say. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Oh, we'll switch our little setup real quick for you guys. So we're rocked and rolled. Chat. New chat box. When you turn that space on. Skidinkin dirkin. Chat box for your capture cam border. Just slide these sucker fishes right over here. perfect. It's got to be nice. It's gonna make this bigger so I can see what I'm doing, huh? All right, nice. Cool. One shot, one kill. We're in there. All right, cool. Let's work. So as you can see, here's the session. You know, what do we want to, oh, let me, my bad, let me pull the mic over here. As you can see, here's the session. You know, what do we want to do to it? We like the song. We just heard the song. You know, it's a banging song. It's just there's certain little parts in the beat we could probably make it a little clearer, hit a little harder, or clean it up, or whatever. You know, maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping, but I always do one final little comb through on the beat before the record's final. And I do it last second too. Like I do it right when the project's getting done. I don't like do it a month before, because so much happens in so much time. So let's see what's up. Literally, just a key bounce from this, little MIDI. Keyscapes I was playing. I'm liking that. It's aggressive. These can come down. Let's freeze them. Well, they're already froze. Let's flatten them. And this is how they kind of like. It's a little too sharp for me, so I bet we can EQ them and put some reverb on them. We're going to put some reverberation on them first. Let's try that RC20. Everybody likes an RC20. See what I'm saying? We're already kind of just jumping in, nitpicking stuff we don't like, that could be better. That's the whole point of finalizing your beat for the record, you know? You want to get some shit, this radio quality that millions of people are going to enjoy, then to put in that extra time. It's like that. I got records with tens of millions of streams on them, and it's because we put the extra little tiny bit of time. It ain't about obsessing about it for 10 years. Just go back real fast. This shit it's all super simple. It's already less annoying. And I don't really need that to even be heard. I just kind of wanted to move it along, you know what I mean? Man, I woke up, came straight back to the project. It's like I'm ready to get this shit done. I'm feeling it. I know I'm feeling something inspired when I'm trying to work from the second I go to sleep, from the second I wake up, I'm in the studio. Every day, 24 hours a day. That's how I know when a project's gonna be dope as fuck, man. It's when I can't stay away. I can't stay away. Cool. I'm not mad at that. Oh, that's a nice little ARP sound too. I like that. Out of the ARP 2600, that's a Artura plugin. I could open them and show you all, but whatever. You can see the MIDI. Just bouncing them down. It's not important to try to look cool and fucking make something into rocket science when it's 2 notes. What key is this in? B minor. Yeah, okay. It's in motherfucking F sharp and fucking E or something. Upset at that. I bet we can distort it a little bit, maybe. I don't use this one a lot anymore, but distort before your reverb too, by the way, you guys, unless you're doing something intentional. Yes, now we'll just do a little EQ on that. Already a little more ambience in those sounds. Not bad, not bad. All this this little stuff, you may think it don't matter in your beat because you made your beat in 10 minutes and it's dope and you're the best in the world. But like, go back and spend that little time, touch it up. You see, we're not going crazy and spending an hour on each sound. We're just flying through. All these were effective enough to create the emotion of that song already. So I don't want to take the emotion and change them. I'm just trying to like texturize them and see where things can flip and go. And like that obviously is so low and it can come up. I ain't heard no one to be up like that. Center all the middle out of it, so it's just stereo frequencies. You're kind of attacking that shit, pulling it all down. In the spirit of staying in theme, let's throw RC20 on there. Maybe make it sound a little vintagier. That's the scientific term, vintagier. We're going to put it in front of our EQ, in front of our center. Why? Because that's what we fucking should do. This makes it sound old. What's that lingering? I don't want that linger. No linger. Is this? Space. Is it that much space off of that? That's crazy. That's fine. Not afraid. So guys, if we get this one done and the other one, that'll be 6 done on the project. Oh, I don't talk about it enough, too. These are all for the record label, too. 237. I own a record label here in Los Angeles, man, where I invest in the artists that I really believe in, you know. Like Golden Mack, Amy Correa Bell, and Beckham, Dollar Bill Gates. I do pretty much all their music and a lot of their music videos and their whole creative direction of their brand. And just, they're the artists that I truly believe in. So we have a real record label out here where I've kind of just decided to take all my experience from over the years and working with hundreds of artists and put it into the artists that I truly believe in and that I want to see win, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's a daily grind working with 3 or 4 active artists all the time, trust me, with egos and moods and tastes and everything. So it's just but it's worth it 100% because I believe in their art, you know what I mean? So regardless, there's something in it for me major because I'm doing a service for people. I'm providing them with something that they couldn't get elsewhere, you know what I mean? Like I'm giving them all my experience, and that's why they're dealing with my record label, you know what I mean? That's why they do songs, and they allow me to, they trust me with their brands and their visions, and so it's just a really cool thing I don't talk about as much, but that's what that 237 music group is, you guys. So if you go check our website out and our social medias, we got some really good stuff for some great people, some top quality content. So I'm gonna quit talking about it, but this project is coming out on the label anyway too, Golden Mack. So now once we do that, we typically just bounce this sucker fish. But on something like that where it's swimmy, you can get away with doing like an auto pan on there too, which I love auto pans. So just put a little pancake on there. And I like to get all my reverbs and everything out of the way of the other side, so I typically pan it after my time-space effects. Come on now. Freeze and flatten that sucker. Yo! What up, Joe? I know, right back at it, huh? We're jumping right back in here. Right back in here. Last night was cool, man. We got raided last night and got a whole bunch of new followers. But I fixed I took all the alerts off, so if people come in and we get new followers today, the audio won't cut out. I bet you everybody would have followed this last night if the audio wouldn't have cut out right when everybody started following us. I'm having an alert box issue, you guys, on my OBS and Streamlabs. It fucking cuts out my audio when people follow me, new people, so I had to take my alert box off so people can follow and interact. But we're going to get that fixed soon. All right, so next thing, I just grabbed some crazy shit and just started playing it. and dialing it in and finding what sounded good. You know what I mean? I had played a different progression and then I chopped it up and moved it around and just found a little. It almost sounds like an art, but it's just kind of like an upright little tack piano going crazy. And what's on there? Keyscapes, unplug, low pass, and then center. Pretty much the same method you guys have seen on all the sounds that we do. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to reinvent the wheel every time. Let's flatten these down and we'll touch them up. I always bounce my MIDI down, except for in my 808s. Alright, so these are around the same volume. Nothing on this channel. I'm going to consolidate the intro in the drop. Cool. So now, why I did that? Oh, and the outro. Why I did that is so I can pan. Mother lover. Why does it always do that? Son of a biscuit eater. There we go. Because you see these accent pianos? I'm going to pan them. And they're higher keys, higher notes on the piano. So pan them to the right. Think about common sense. You know, where are the higher notes on the piano? To the right. So when you pan your piano, higher notes and shit like that and accents, just think about how the sound lays out in frequency. There's a reason why EQ reads left to right and why universal too, not just in America, you know? Like a piano. Your ears aren't on your forehead, so don't be afraid of some panning. Even if you don't think it makes a difference, believe me, it does. Your subconscious self will thank you. Like all that and that accent piano don't need to be there. Let's go! I typically don't use this one for this kind of stuff, but I'm going to try it real fast. I'm just going to put a basic saturator on there and see how that sounds. Drive the piss out of it. Hit that soft clip. Not bad. Kind of want that to glide out there a little bit more. So what we're going to do, come back to our plugins. Johnny 5 is alive. We're going to watch Johnny 5 on Friday on stream together, guys. Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to watch movies with people on here? What was I just saying? Oh, IRL. We're looking for IRL live, stereo. It's just a really cool saucy reverb. It's like what you would use in like, it's just like a live sounding reverb. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a, that's why it's called live probably. We just wanted to air it out a little more. Lovely. And you know we don't boost a lot, but we do sometimes. So let's go ahead and give this a high shelf. I'm going to tame it a little bit. Not bad, not bad. And let's just go ahead and see if there's any problem frequencies in here that we can lose. My God, Joe! not killing no tonality, but you probably don't even think it's doing anything, but it truly is. It's like building up. All the tiny little moves that you do when you're mixing and shit, they add up, you guys. That's why, like, right at the end, you're like, whoa, there it is. All right, we touch that, we touch that, we touch that. That's the sounds in this one. That's it. Like I said, we're not going to do more than we have to just to look cool, so that sounds good to me. And I'm always open to suggestions. Turn it up, turn it down. I'm always listening. I almost feel like I should like how this sounds better than I do, but I never do. Chunky. I must have thought overall it needed a little lift. Try to avoid that. There we go. Alright, let's work on these drums real fast. Just a little loop I cut up because I like the hats in it. Kept a little percussion in there. Are they pitched? Yeah, I pitched them all down eight semitones too. Transposed them, where the fuck. And it's super simple. You see, I just got like a nice saucy accent one, it's a couple hats, and then typically if you're gonna do more than one channel of hats, make sure they're all different tonalities. See that shit? So they're not just like sitting on top of each other acting crazy, you know what I mean? A lot of times I throw this on my hi-hats now too, but sometimes it doesn't need it, so. But we're gonna check right now. A manipulator. And then I'll just kick her down to John. Yeah, I like that better already. It just kind of like detunes him and smears him a little bit. Yeah, buddy. Oh, let's do that after the EQ too. Or before the EQ. Much better. So, on that fuzz and that room noise, the static coming off of that sample, we're going to not EQ it. We're going to put this thing called the NS1 on there and just kind of slightly see if that works, because this thing is crazy. It doesn't go for the actual sound, it goes for like the acoustics around the sound, and that might be what it catches on this. So let me show you how to use it. It's so simple too, very subtle. You hear how that's taking that aggressiveness of it out? I mean, you're not going to go up there with it really at all, but I just want to kill some of that, like, yeah, the extra top of it. Yeah, see, even that was too much. I want it there, it's nice. Just trying to tame it. I EQ so much by ear and instinct, I don't really need the analyzer all the time at this point in my career, because I kind of have been doing it for so long. My ears are trained to know exactly where the frequencies are and all that. But I suggest you guys do a lot of EQ sweeping and stuff to just train your ears. If you don't know what an EQ sweep is, I'll show you real fast. Pull up just like a nice EQ where you can solo the band. Well, you're gonna want to tighten it first, and then sweep it. It's like an old school technique. Like I see how I'm pulling out right here anyway already, and I got rid of all that. Hear all that shit I got rid of? All that's gone. All this is gone. You know what I mean? Just train your ears to know where the harsh frequencies are in different types of sounds and vocals and all that, and it will help you in the long run big time with your being quick in the studio. Sounds like an exaggeration. There'd be times where I'd do like 11 songs for people in a fucking 12-hour session. That's crazy, man. That's flying. Nope, you don't get breaks in the industry either, guys. Like when you're working in Paramount and Universal and for major artists and you're fucking going around with people and got the biggest names in the world, believe me, you don't get no like break. You're done when the artist is done creating, you know what I mean? So like you gotta go. Some artists their work ethic is not as great as others. So like some sessions are easy when you're with an artist, but some are not stressful. I never got stressed like that. I think I was built for this shit, you know what I mean? But like some are definitely more demanding than others, and people have different attitudes and energies that you have to battle, and not battle, but deal with and navigate, you know what I mean? But it's just about learning how to stay as fast as you can through all that stuff, though. And saving time could save your career, you know what I mean? Because maybe this artist been yelling at this one producer or engineer, and the label hooked him up with, and every time they work, the guy's slow, so he's always on his ass. But then when they meet you, there's all these things that he already has preloaded in his head they're gonna go wrong, and you just never let those things happen. You know what I mean? That builds you a relationship right there with the artist that you may stay with you for life now, just because you're that guy who can get that shit done that fast. Like, I pan my little percussion off to the right a little bit so it's not sitting directly on the kick too, so it kind of has a little space. Why would I mess with that? Don't need to. What's our actual snare? That bad boy right there. Oh. I think we might add a little oomph. Coming out a little weight to that. We're about to be in Pro Tools here in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Shit's almost done. Yeah. Do that little weight down there at the low. I can be a little more pull back-ish than some people too with their snares, because I noticed that it just ends up that being the sound that hurts your ears. But you want that shit to crack. If your shit ain't cracking, ain't no one listening to it, man. If your drums are tink tonk tink, like what the fuck, dude? Come on, man. So I just wanted to give it a little weight. And lately, I've been hearing from people that I leave my snares dry a lot, but you do that. I got a little. Obviously, there's ambience on there. Wait, sorry, wrong one. There's a little bit of ambience on there. Let's create a tiny bit more on this under guy right here. We're gonna do it after that. We'll probably have to drop EQ in front of it. And then you look how I'm going to pull these real low and start low instead of start high, because I don't want my ear to be all crazy tricked. Alrighty. That's all it needs. You're not after reverb, you're after ambience. There's a difference, you know what I mean? People be putting reverb on their snares and drums and not even knowing, you know? And just to experiment real quick, I want to hear if I gate this, what it sounds like. I like that better. It just says what it needs to say without saying more. Oh, and it looks like I got him pitched 1. Let's see if maybe there's a better tuning I could tune these bitches into. Alright, so check it. I'm going to pitch all my, I guess it would be my my verses down to 4, and I'm going to bring my hooks up to 1. If I can find it, right? Yep, alright. Let me look at the Pro Tools arrangement real fast just to make sure it starts with what I think it starts with. Play, sucker. Play, sucker. Sorry, I got Pro Tools open over here.
Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that. You don't even know how to fly.
Okay, so, yep, that's where the hook comes. Was it these bad boys? Yes, sir. You might be wondering why I'm changing these in different sections. It's just giving a different texture, different sound, different vibe. You know what I mean? And the hook and the, it just will kind of give it the separation. But yeah, come on, y'all. Goes down 2. Just the way out. These are going up to 1. That's how we do it. Yeah, let's go. Early 8. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna start doing those. I'm gonna start going on. At one point there was like 16, 17 people in there when Don raided me, and I couldn't get the audio cut out real fast because they started following me. I was like, no. I was like, damn, that's cool, man. But I'm going to start doing late night streams like that too, because I know a lot of my peers sign off and then they'll see me on and then they'll send the crowd over, and that would be a good way to keep doing that. That was fun. Almost went perfect. If the alert system, when we get that fixed, it'll be perfectly running. Oh, okay, in the chat, just /host, and then it will. Okay, gotcha. Will it bring up who else is online so I can see their stream? Oh, okay, we'll prompt it and then I'll get those choices. Gotcha, Joe. Thank you. You want to take a little of that cardboard smack out of your kick, you know what I mean? I like how these kicks sound for sure, but a little of that 2K, that's where the vocal's going to be anyway. So that's just enough smack to still be there, but it's just like, and typically you won't see me doing what I did on here. This is the way it happened. Actually, remember doing this one and being like, what the fuck am I doing right now? Which, I mean, there you won't see like layered drums a lot in my shit, you know. Sometimes you will, though. There's no right or wrong, you know. Everything's different. But for the most part, you won't. And all these kicks are way different tones, so. Matter of fact, this blue one's just an accent kick. And everybody always wants to see the 808s. Go to the real one. Just normal little 808. Take that 30 hertz out and below. Multi-band saturation to give it a little crispiness. And then just a little proper limiting to make sure that it's not all over the place. One thing we can even do in this one that I noticed we didn't do yet is come in here, drop an EQ after the distortion in the 808 and just clean it up a little bit. There we go. Come on, y'all. Oh, could you see what I was doing? My bad. Oh, and you see the chat box ain't working right now, too. I just noticed that. There we go. Okay, chat box is back up on screen, guys. Sorry about that. Socials ain't rocking either. Shit. There we go. So now, real quick before we move on, let's listen to the actual song. Make sure what we don't like about that beat, if we missed anything, and just because I want to hear what it sounds like in the song, not just the beat.
Soar through the wind. Clear
You know I learned to fly.
I like that.
That's what they told me. You feel me?
We don't believe in media.
All the tricks in the games.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take a day. Give me that money, how it feel? Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Not bad. Honestly, there's not a lot that I don't like about that shit. So I'm just, like I said, we're not coming back in here to recreate the whole beat. We're just touching it up, little baby bit at a time. The only thing that worries me is what I did to the snare, how I pitched it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce this version out right now. I always like to leave a little trail too. Boom, cool. All right, so we're going to bounce this version out. And then we're going to bounce another version out where we just put our snares back to normal just in case. So just in case we don't like it, we don't have to come back. Exportante. Exportante. We'll call this V2. That's to the desktop. Yeah, and you can see how simple the beats are too, you guys. Like this has 9 sounds in it. Or it has less than 9 sounds in it. Because if this is group 8, that means that's 8 channels. So this is group 1, that means subtract 2, so that's 6 sounds. And then that's 1 808. So 7 sounds total in this record. It is that fucking hard. Make sure y'all keep it simple, man. Here, I'll talk to you while this is bouncing. But yeah, man, thanks so much to everybody new who came in last night. And if you watch this later on, I leave the streams up too always, so you can always check out all the episodes and all that stuff. And if you're watching on Facebook, what up? If you're on YouTube, what's good? Come on over to Twitch. This is going to just be... Every time I work, guys... Every time I work, guys, just going to start streaming it and sharing it. I mean, obviously, there's sometimes where you just cook up and you don't get to stream, but just going to try to start showing my work day every day. All right, let's go check and see if that's done. Yep. All right, so we said we were going to do 2 versions just in case because I'm crazy, which I'm sure I'm going to like it anyway. I'm just being neurotic with myself right now. Let's switch these back just in case, though, because I don't want to have to come back in Ableton and switch back over and bounce it and reload it again. So I'm just... Wait, 8? What the fuck? 8. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, I know why, because I'm grabbing... Wait a minute, that tripped me the fuck out. Jesus, Mary and Josephich, I'm grabbing the wrong damn shit. Okay. It's funny, looking at something different will completely fuck your whole brain up. You're like, what the fuck? Okay, so these were 1s. So those stay. Okay, so I'm just repitching the verses back to 1. Cool. So that would be all of this. Yeah. Get in there, sucker. Okay, cool. I have a feeling I'm going to like the new one that we did anyway. I just, and then we'll export this real fast. Just so I know it's the one that... You don't even know how to fly. Come on, man. Yeah, we had a really good show last night. We were tired. It was late as fuck, but we had fun, man. We were doing our thing, dude. Got Pro Tools open over here. Get ready to switch screens right now. Matter of fact, let's open up our email so we can just grab it right when I send it to myself right now. Move the mic over. Repositioning. Battle stations. What do I got here? Oh, none of you guys' business. Alright. Let me email the other one. What screen am I on right now? You guys watching the screen? Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk. Hang out for a minute. Hang out for a minute. While I'm sending these beats over. Yeah, that's how I do it when I'm working on an album, though. I tend to just kind of jump into it every day. It becomes one of those things where you're just there, boom, boom, boom. That's all you think about from the time you go to bed, from the time you wake up, is just trying to get, This motherfucker keeps emailing me from that same company. No, bro. See, it made me forget what the fuck I was talking about. Yes, sirree, Bob. Cool, we'll save this sucker fish. You want to save it as V2 on the beat too, just so. Sound like somebody's name. V2 on the beat. Alright, let's shut it down. Email it to us right now. And then finalize this record too. Boom, get another one ready for mastering. I love it when I get to when the beat's done and I know it's done. I'm like, cool, that one's ready to go. Switch it over, throw it in Pro Tools. Now we're heading home to the full vocal mix and get it completely sounding radio ready. What does that mean? You know what I mean? So many people can be like, yeah, industry radio quality. But most people who tell you that ain't even worked in the industry or never even had a song reach radio quality industry level play. So it's like, how you gonna, not hating or anything, because everybody has something to teach, but it's just, if you never worked with like actual industry artists, how do you know what to teach somebody about working with industry artists? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what always trips me out sometimes about the internet and stuff. So everything I'm giving you guys is not my opinion, you know. It's what actually has worked, working with multiple artists, hundreds of artists. It's not no cap. Oh man, did it rain? It rained pretty good down here the other day in LA, you guys. Almost there, almost there, almost there. I'm sending these WAV files right now. I don't. My laptop's going slow. The Wi-Fi must be. Moving like a turtle. Oh, I'm supposed to call this videographer and photographer I met on Twitch. This dude's out here just like hustling. Came out here from somewhere and he seemed really cool. I seen his little Twitch video. I hit him up. He hit me back. I'm gonna might hire him to do some work for the record label. Just do it to do Goldie's next shoot. To see how it turns out. I know he could use the work, so. And his shit was dope too. It was clean. Okay, so new part of the game beats. Synced. I can shut that. I can shut this. We can do this now. Come over here to network. Come right in here. Screen share my Mac. To my studio computer. You don't even know how to fly. Now we're in there, guys. Let me switch back for y'all. And then I just gotta move this real quick. Turn the space off. Grab the chat box. Grab the background. Grab the video. Grab the schmeedy beady bop. Come down hither. Move these guys over here. Cool, now we're in there. Alright, alright, alright. Now, let me download these beats. The new ones. This is it. This is how you finish your song, dude. You don't even know how to fly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't listen to me. Oh wait, I want to do one thing real quick in the labs. So come back here. Oh, get the fuck up from there. Let's go ahead and let Twitter know we're on here doing our thing. Cool. And you guys, man, if you're watching this and you see this, we're on a journey to get our 50 first followers on here. We're brand new online. Definitely not new to the industry, just new jumping on here and new to the general public that's out there and the communities online and stuff like that. So it just feels good to introduce myself and jump on here and just do these streams and try to share anything I can with you guys. You know, the process, any information, any knowledge, any tips. You know, there's a lot of useful stuff on here. So hope you guys are learning anything and enjoying these records. And definitely, if you are, make sure you go ahead and click the follow and check out the Discord if you want to join the community and share samples. I'll flip your samples, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? So come get involved. Come on down for supper. Let's go ahead and throw those in there. And if you're watching on Facebook, man, come on over to Twitch. 100 Million did that. Come on, that's what it is on Twitch. So that's what it is on pretty much everything. 100 Million and 237 Music Group. You can always find all the stuff on either of those. So come join the community. Would love to have everybody here who I've been involved with in the past and just kind of sharing their tips and having a good time together. So, all right. So here's the new one that I liked where I did a new variation on the snare. You can see, oh wait, let me switch back. So here's the new one right here. And then we're going to keep these because these are something that I created out of just little prints. Looks like there's some effects in here that have happened, so I'm going to listen. And we're going to turn that off. And now we're going to start heading towards finishing this record. First thing we're going to do is we're going to route the correct routing to the new... to the new there we go. Come on now with it. Drop this sucker fish down a little bit. Let me just make sure I'm liking the snare change. Yeah, I do. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong one.
Shock you like electric, yeah. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there.
Digging it. Alright.
You know I learned to fly. How you learn how to fly, yeah.
So first thing you do is you come and you kind of get your set right. Whatever transitions, effects, changes you made. I always listen to when I do cuts because I sometimes flip shit. I'll flip it as in like pitch it and do weird shit to it. So then I just make sure I check the 2-track that there's no weird sections I created. I probably waited to go crazy on it until now. So we're going to go a little bit crazy on this record because there's some opportunities. Cool. Now we're ready. Let's keep moving.
We don't believe in media.
It may seem like I mixed this already, but this is all done in the session, like while we were recording. So if you guys ever want to see us record live, I think we did this song live, so it might be up on the Twitch. Or it's definitely on the YouTube, on 237 Music Group YouTube. But you can see how I mix an artist on the fly, like without getting in their way or stopping them. Like while they're in the booth, I'm making creative decisions and doing that bam, 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 adding all the effects, doing all the scrap channels, doing all that shit as it moves forward. So a lot of this, when I come back in to do this record like this and I'm doing the final mix, it's not as crazy as someone be like, well, I'll just mix it now, later. You know what I mean? No. Like, make sure that shit's right. And then go ahead and start mixing. You know what I mean? So he's been listening to this for a couple weeks now or a couple days. However, we did it last week. So enjoying it and being able to vibe to it. So now it's just about polishing it and getting it just right.
You know I learned to fly.
First thing I always
We
do.
don't believe in media.
and check all my backgrounds. Start working on my backgrounds. Get these things printed down. But before we print them, we're going to go ahead and make sure that they all are meaningful. They all matter. They're all intentional. And open up these different textures. So this one's going to be this texture. This one's going to be a slightly different texture. Cut this down and move this to a different tube sound. Cool. And then, yeah, that's fine.
Learn to fly.
See what I'm saying?
We don't believe in media.
Tricks in the games and shit.
We're going to open the bottom of that one just a little bit.
Feel me?
We don't believe in media.
Yes, much better, much better, much better.
Tricks in the game.
So I'm not upset at those at all. So let's come here, let's kick this up.
Give me that money, how I feel.
Yep. I have a tendency to exaggerate these for my actual print. So when I print them, then I tuck them down a little bit again. You'll see.
You don't even know how to fly.
Do I have 100? No, not yet.
You don't even know how to fly.
So there's some tone coming from there.
You don't even know. You don't even know how to fly.
Come on.
You don't even know how to fly. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
Let's go.
You don't even know how to ride.
Clip gain party, you guys. This is the best way. Always start with your clip gain.
How to fly.
Make sure everything's intentional. Make sure it's all leveled right. You can turn it up just right here, just as effectively, more effectively than coming over here and trying to do all this shit. Do that after you get a nice level set through clip gaining.
No thing.
Biggest dudes in the world will tell you clip gaining will save a lot of work and trouble and hassle at the end.
I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. We don't believe in media. Media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay in the time you say.
I remember him making me add that second one.
How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay. Learn to fly through the day. Work great in the bay in the time you say. Fly through the day. Work great in the bay in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't.
So this is a filtered channel too. I'll talk about that when we get up there. Actually, let's open these so you guys know what I'm talking about. See how they're all stereo channels, but they're mono takes. So these are what I create filter unders with. So I did most of his backgrounds on filter unders on this one, I guess, instead of the filtered delays and the filtered distortions.
Through the day, work great in the bay in the time. Through the day, work great in the bay in the time.
So I like that. Oh, wait, oops. I like that. And I'm gonna want to have it have a tail, a trail.
Through the day, work great in the through the day, work great in the through the day.
And two, you know what? Just because I hear that note is strange. It's not a bad note, but it's just, I'm gonna see what it sounds like down an octave.
Fly through the day, work great in the bay in the time you say.
Why not?
Fly through the day, work great in the bay in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot.
And then stuff like that you can pull off your main too, because you're crunching the phase on it through when you're distorting it, so it's not going to phase out if you do like a copy effect, which I don't tend to do a lot, but in this case we're going to do it.
In the time you say.
Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. Watch, let me show you this other way of doing something cool. So many things in your brain, so many. So we're going to grab that, we're going to off time it. Beskrink and Lurgen. We're going to go past it a couple Come up to our audio suite. We're gonna go to reverb. We're gonna go to H long mono, which is already open over here on the other screen. Dun, 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 dun. I'll get to show you anyway. We'll come down to Yod Neve. We're gonna come to reverse, and then we're gonna do a reverse reverb throw. Now we're gonna commit that audio. You can see it's gonna get all fucked up. Yep, it's off time. That's fine. That's what we want. Now we're gonna throw it on a super saucy channel too. You know what I mean?
You say, I know you like to talk.
Definitely not that one.
Hey, I know you like to talk. Hey,
There we go.
in a time you say, I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't to be a lot.
See how it's just kind of hinting the next line a little bit subconsciously,
Hey, I know you like. Hey,
and then we can even do this for this next part because we don't want that whole thing to be like the whole time.
I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't to
Just sauces it out a little tiny bit more, a little extra sauce on there, little extra sauce on there.
say, I know you like to talk a lot. I know.
So I guess this J37 has a distortion, so this is a little different. We're going to talk about that. You notice in the other records and stuff, everything's kept separated, but I never going to bounce these down. These will get bounced because these have been mono converted stereo effect space channels where all the mono's taken out again through a center. But these typically won't be distorted. I distorted this one for some weird reason. I'm going to leave it there, but all my distorted filters will be down here, and these will still be main unders. You'll see how it's filter under, and then ab out, and then whatever this is for. Oh, because I made an outro too, though. That's probably why. Okay, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. We're almost there.
You feel me?
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part
We're just finishing our clip gaining party, so everything's nice and intentional.
We don't believe in media.
There's so many backgrounds at me on this last time on this record. It was
How
funny.
you learn to fly through the day?
Like he's like, one more, hang on, hold on. I was like, oh my god, hold on. What are we doing? What does it sound like clean?
Learn to fly.
Nah.
We don't believe in me.
Let it rock, let it rock.
We don't believe in media. We don't believe in media.
I like that.
How you learn to fly through the day? We don't believe in media. In media.
Come on.
How you learn to fly through the day? We're
Alright,
great.
so you notice how we ain't working on the mains yet. We're just doing all these backgrounds first. We're almost done.
How you learn to fly through the day? We're great.
So that's just kind of a pointless little noise. What's it?
Fly, 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 fly.
Yeah, that's better.
How you learn to fly through the day? We're great in the bay, in the time. You say, I know you like to talk a lot.
And that's that cool little pre-flare we did. That's a pre-throw.
I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me know you
Let's kind of see what our choices are for this fella.
how to fly in the day. Me know
I like those first two. I hate that one.
Me know you gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me know you gon' be riding the wave. This ain't no doubt done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like I'm chalking up. Here on my conscience, and I can't kill it all. Sometimes it be hard. In the day, me know you gon' be riding the wave. This ain't no
Goodbye.
me know you gon' be riding the wave. This ain't no doubt done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like a doubt, this ain't no doubt. Me and that eagle gon' be riding the wave, hey. This ain't no doubt, done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Here on my conscience, buzzing up.
Oh, I can't wait to get to those mains.
Buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Here on my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. I don't even know how to fly. You don't even know how to. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. I don't even know how to fly. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. I don't even know how to.
It's about finding the right choice. You have all these options of different textures to this.
To clear it after all. I don't even know.
Like Tetris.
Hard to clear it after all. I don't even know how to fly.
That's what they told me.
That's fire. Where's that?
After all, I don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby. Gotta learn how to spread them wings. Yeah, that's what they told me, though.
You don't even know how to ride.
And what I don't learn, no thing, though.
No thing, no.
Spread them wings. Yeah, that's what they told me.
Know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
Yeah, that's what they told me, though.
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just fun when I don't. No thing, though.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? All through the moment. Yeah.
You know I learned to fly.
Yeah.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. It's all through the hard times, you know what I mean? Non-believe y'all. These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
I can't kill it.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? All through the moments, all through them hard times. You know what I mean? Non-believe y'all. These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Motherfuckers that flaked and shit. Know what I mean? Appreciate it. Thank you. Damn, bro. Goldie's hard, dude.
You know what I mean? All through the moments, all through them hard times. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. Yeah. You know what I mean? All through the moments, all through them hard times. You know what I mean? Non-believe y'all. These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Them motherfuckers as real as it gets, bro. Golden Mack.
I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? Non-believe y'all. These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
This music gives me the chills, man.
Learn to fly.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? Non-believe y'all. These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. You know what I mean? All through the moments, all through them hard times. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Is it just another feeling on the road where we grew up? Just another situation going in the way up. It get crazy in the way up. Working on the danger.
We ain't tripping on the danger.
Is it just another feeling on the road where we grew up? Just another situation going in the way up.
Gone in the wind, yo. Get crazy in LA.
Yeah. So we gotta learn how to fly.
100 million did that.
Soar through the wind.
Come on.
You know I learned to fly.
Yeah. So we gotta learn how to fly.
Soar through the wind.
Clear
You
up
know
the-
I learned to fly.
How? How you know how to fly?
We don't believe. You know I learned to fly.
Oh my gosh, you know what they said? One day I thought I could fly, and one day I woke up and I could fly.
You know I learned to fly.
Who said that? Tell me who said that without Googling it. Ain't no one in here right now, but if you end up hearing that and you can tell me who quoted that. There's no way to know that you didn't Google it though. Who quoted that? One day I thought I could fly, and one day I woke up and I could fly. Tell me who said that.
Clear
You
up
know
the-
I learned to fly.
That's what they told me.
I'll make it easy for you. It was Nina Simone.
You know I learned to fly.
Nina Simone is one of my spirit animals. Love her.
Clear
You
up
know
the-
I learned to fly.
Clear
You
up
know
the-
I learned to.
What she's saying, make sure that's intentional.
Clear up them clouds.
Clear up them clouds, man.
You know I learned to fly. You know I learned to. You know I learned to fly.
You feel me?
We don't believe in media.
I know, ain't it funny when someone don't want you to have what you have and they're like, how'd you do that? How come you? That's what he's saying in that line. Like, I learned how to fly, and then they asked me, how you learn how to fly?
Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
Tricks and the games and shit, you know. Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
Tricks and the games and shit, you know.
Trips in the game.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
Tricks and the games and shit, you know.
Come on.
This love that I do.
We're almost to those mains. Oh my god, I can't wait to start working on those mains. Oh, it's just gonna sound crazy.
We don't believe in media.
Tricks and the games and shit, you know.
Game shit.
It's this love that I do feel.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
Tricks and the games and shit. Yeah, that's what they told me. You feel me?
We don't believe in media.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
Tricks and the games and shit, you know.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel.
We're gonna do two.
We don't have to take a pill. We don't believe in media. It's this love that I do feel.
Nope.
Shock you like electric.
Goodbye, my friend.
Tricks and the games and shit.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel. That I do.
Make sure we're feeling right.
You know I learned to fly.
Oh yeah, okay. I keep wanting to go and touch those mains.
We don't believe in media.
We're almost there.
Tricks and the games and shit, you know.
Believe in media. It's this love that I do feel. Fly. We don't believe in media.
Tricks and the games and shit, you know.
It's this love.
let me see something. Sometimes I just get freaky deaky. I don't need to.
You know I learned to fly.
Yeah, that's what they told me. You feel me?
We don't believe in media.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
Perfect, yeah.
Of the tricks and the games and shit, you know.
It's this love that I do feel. Shaky like
I
a
guess this is like an intro still, but
You know.
It's this love that I do feel. Shaky like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill. Shaky like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill. To meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how it feel. Oh, that pain get. Have to take a pill. To meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how it feel.
I like to check all my textures.
To take a pill. To meditate and take it there. Have to take a pill. To meditate and take it there.
Subtle Jones.
Have to take a pill. To meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how it feel.
Let's go.
Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real.
sir.
Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled. 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 Cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
If I should die before
You don't even know how to fly.
You feel me?
You don't even know how to ride.
Let's go.
if I should die before
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to.
let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die before let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die before let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die before
You don't even know how to fly.
Yeah.
let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die before
You don't even know how to fly.
let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die before
You don't even
let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. Let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die before I
You
wake,
don't even know how to
let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die, let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. Let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should,
That's better.
let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die before
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread that.
if I should die before
You don't even know how
I wake. Let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key. If I should die before
You don't even know how to fly.
No, you don't. Actually, we liked it better the other way.
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn.
let me go and sleep, pray the Lord show the key.
Yes, sir.
Let me go and sleep,
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
Part of the game to learn.
Dang, dog. Wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
Wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
See how each
Thanks,
pass,
baby.
each pass of gain staging, it's getting clip gaining, it's getting
You know how to fly.
figuring out what
Spread
that
them wings, baby.
texture needs to be,
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game.
because it cannot be the same in a hook. You can change it from the first to the second hook as long as it's just right, though.
You feel me?
You don't even know how to ride. You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn. Yeah. Spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride. How to ride.
You feel me?
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn.
Come on.
Dang, dog. Yeah.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. We don't believe in media.
Typically do all this drops and shit at the end, but I just
We don't believe in media. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you don't believe in, you don't believe in. We don't believe in media. We don't believe in media. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay.
notice
in
how
the
I always
time.
do too when I render down.
We don't believe in media.
We're gonna do our explosion. Wait, is this already an explosion? I might have an explosion here already. Maybe.
We don't believe.
Yep, sure do.
We don't believe in. We don't believe in media.
Come on, y'all. You ain't even gotta tell me.
Media. Media. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be a lot of bullshit.
Can't wait to touch those mains.
We don't believe in media. Even media. Even media. We don't believe in media. We don't believe in media.
Let's go!
How you learn to fly through the day? Work great. How you learn to fly through the day? How you learn to fly through the day? How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it tends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly. How you learn to fly?
Like little secrets. Almost there, guys.
How you learn to fly through the day? Work great. Fly through the day. Work great in the bay, in the time you say. Through the day. Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be a lot of bullshit. You learn to fly through the day. Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk.
So it's very important to get your backgrounds just right, but for me at least, because I got my mains nice enough to where I know what I'm gonna do with them right now. But I just like to get my backgrounds set and done. I don't have to go back and fuck with them. There'll be a little bit of shit going on, but you'll see in the next like 5 minutes we'll be through these backgrounds and we'll print them down and we'll jump straight up to our mains and you'll see why I did all this.
You learn to fly through the day. Work great in the bay, in the time you say. you like to talk a lot, but it tends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day, riding the wave, chalking up theory on my conscience, and I can't cure it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. Don't even know how to fly. Like I'm chalking up theory on my conscience, and I can't cure it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. Chalking up theory on my chalking up theory on my
different textures.
Conscious, and I can't cure it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. Don't even know how to fly.
Let's go.
Gotta learn how to spread that wing. Yeah, that's what they told me.
Where's that at?
Hard to clear it after all. Don't even know how to fly.
Yeah, that's what they. Gotta learn how to. Yeah, that's what they told me.
You don't even know how to ride.
And what I don't.
Come on, Goldie.
Gotta learn how to spread that wing. Yeah, that's what they told me. Gotta learn how to spread that wing. Yeah, that's what they told me.
You don't even know how to.
Gotta learn. Yeah, that's what they told me.
You don't even know how to ride.
And what I don't learn.
And you gon' learn.
You know I love.
Spread that wing. Yeah, that's what they told me. Spread that wing. Yeah, that's what they told me.
You don't even know how to ride.
And what I don't.
Yo, man, this is part of the game to learn, bro. Ain't no shortcuts. Ain't no shortcuts.
It's just part of what I don't. No thing, don't.
For real.
You know I learned.
Let's go, y'all.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? All through the moment, show.
Almost there.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. Yeah.
You know I learned to fly.
You know what I mean? All through the moments, all through them hard times, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Non-believers. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Do you know what I'm feeling? Is it just another feeling?
Non-believers. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Do you know what I'm?
Non-believers and motherfuckers that flaked and shit. You know, I appreciate it.
These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you.
Do you know what I'm?
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? All through the moments, all through the times, you know what I mean? Non-believers. These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey,
Non-believers, bro. We've all had some non-believers in our life, for real. So thank you to the people who didn't believe in us when we were younger. That's why I go so hard for artists like Golden Mack, too, because I know what that felt like. And I pushed through and I made it through. So I know this motherfucker's gonna make it.
non-believers. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
That's fact.
Non-believers. These motherfuckers that flake. You know what I mean? Non-believers. You know what I mean? Non-believers. Motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you. Non-believers. These motherfuckers that flake. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Do you know what I'm feeling?
So they know.
Is it
Till
just
they hear that
another
part.
feeling? On the road we go, just another situation.
So this is a fun trick too. Check this out, you guys. You're gonna grab this. We're gonna pitch it down an octave.
Crazy in a
Sorry, we're gonna pitch it down an octave. Bam.
tripping on the days.
Now we're gonna reverse it. Bam. And then now we're gonna flip that bitch up with the verify, but we're gonna actually speed it up instead of slow it down. So it's going from that pitch down to up. You know what I mean? So it's think funk. Oh, I did twice.
Non-believers. These motherfuckers that flake.
We'll put it on a chair where you can hear it, right?
Motherfuckers that flake. Motherfuckers that flake.
So now it's heading up.
These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean?
squeaking in the background like that. So
Motherfuckers that flake, motherfucker.
yeah.
Non-believers on you. These motherfuckers that flake. I mean, I appreciate it.
You know what I'm
Motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean?
Let me show you how to make sure you don't have pops in your edits. Just do a baby fade, drag it over a little tiny bit. There you go, you're good to go.
These motherfuckers that flake and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you.
Yeah. So we gotta learn how to fly. Soar through the wind.
So what we're gonna do now,
You know I learned to fly.
That's what they told me.
We don't believe in me.
and keep in mind I keep all my backgrounds exaggerated right before I do this print for a reason.
Soar through the wind.
So I'm gonna show you how to take care of these right now.
Soar through the wind.
And I'm not liking that as much.
Soar through the wind.
Yeah, it's gotta be has a tail to tell.
So we gotta learn how to fly. So we gotta learn how to fly.
Gotcha.
Soar through the wind. You know I learned to fly.
That's what they told me. You feel me?
We don't believe in media. Let's go. Love that I do feel. Shocky like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Alright, so now these are good enough for me now to work with as a print. So let me show you what the fuck we've been talking about this whole time. So we're gonna just bust these down to 4 stereo channels. So watch, this one's going for these. Grab these 3. This one's going for these. Grab these 2. That one's not really a problem. Let's put these here, and then we'll allocate which ones go to which ones. So, okay, yeah, that's perfect. These 2 are going to go on this channel, and then these 2 are going to go on that channel. Perfect. Okay, cool. So let's start doing that. So first thing we can do is we can grab both of these. I think we can do this at the same time. Both of these going to the same place. Yep. So how you change 2 channels routing at the same time is hold shift and option at the same time while you're routing. But make sure you hold shift then option and then click it. I've seen a lot of people like, it doesn't work. Now you gotta click the channel, then hit shift and then option and then click your routing. You know what I mean? So have both of them highlighted. Not all of them. Have both of the channels you're trying to... Oh wait, these aren't going to the same places, so it doesn't matter. This one's going there though. Well, so you can route up to like 50 channels at one time, you know what I mean? So you don't have to do them all at once and shit. And then I think this one goes, no, that one goes to VBG. I'm talking, I got confused, my bad. Vocal backgrounds, and then this goes to the main, yep. Cool, cool. Now, one thing that you will have to do is assign each group though. Which means like this, like, okay, it's 81, boom, 81. 81, 82. It's a stereo print, but I'm just telling you 81. Okay, and then name it. So delay, filter bounce, boom, ready to go. Let's come to our next one. Open it up. This is our LR bounce. LR bounce. So now what we need to do is the same thing we did. We already set up our destination, so now we have to make it where it goes. You know what I mean? Here we go. 8384. Now we're going to run this bus into 8384. Perfect. Cool. Next. So now these 2 channels together. And see how they have some sends, but we're going to copy the pair of sends over onto each ones, because these are probably identical anyway. So here we go. That's how we do this. New destination. Same thing. 85, 86. Grab both of these. And then again, shift, option before you click the routing. Now click the routing. and you're holding shift and option the whole time. You're still holding shift and option. We're going down to our new destination station. What was it? 85, 86. Boom. 85, 86, 85, 86. Ready to go. Cool. Now we're going to call these main under 1 bounce. Cool. Next. Now we're going to come grab these fellas. Same shit. They're already I got their destination station. Come here, 87, 88. That's where these are going now. So grab both of these. Again, but how to grab two things at once too is click it and then hold command and click it again, the other one, and then there you go. And then hold shift and then hold option at the same time. And now we're going to route those to 87, 88. Come on down. 87, 88. Boom. See how much time that saves doing multiple ones at once, you know what I'm saying? Now let's name it. Now this is going to be main under 2. So now check this out. We're going to record, or we'll get it smaller so we can, well, let's grab them first and we'll make it smaller so you can see it all. So then we're going to grab all these. We're going to record, enable all our new stereo prints. Let's come and grab the whole session so we can smash it down so you can see what we're doing. Boom. So now check it out. We got 4 channels going at once, right? Now we're going to hit enter so it starts at the very beginning of the region. So these are even regions. And we're going to just hit 3. That's punch record. So now we're going to record a whole take through the song, but we're going to print all these buses down to clean stereo channels.
So
Make sense?
100 million did that.
So
Hell yeah, so you can make some dollars.
You know I learned to fly.
That's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
All the tricks and the games and shit.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take a day. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
if I should die before I
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
Come on, y'all. We're on there now. We're going to get on these mains now. I'm excited.
You know I learned to fly.
You guys know I've been wanting to work on these mains since we opened this.
We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it tends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and you gon' be riding the way. This ain't no time to done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalk it up. Clear out my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. You don't even know how to fly.
That's what they told me, though.
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. Hard times, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Non-believers, all these motherfuckers out here. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
You know what I'm feeling. Is it just another feeling?
On the road where we grew
up, just another situation. Gone in a way.
It's crazy in LA.
It get crazy in LA. We ain't tripping on the danger.
We ain't tripping on the danger, y'all. So you see what we did there, right? Now watch this. Now we're going to come through. Hide and make an active. Skidda-dink-ink. Hide and make an active. Skidda-dink-ink. Hide and make an active. Skidda-dink-ink. Oh, wait, sorry. Back these two up, because remember I told you about what we're going to do with those sends? Cool. So we're going to copy these over to this channel. Done. Cool. Hide and make an active. All right, next. Same shit. Grab these two, copy them over. Boom. Hide, make, and active. Perfect. Now, look at our session. We got all those bounced down to stereo prints, and they sound better. They look better. It's more organized. It's going to help you if you have to send stems out. It's going to help so many things. And now we can actually put a little EQ on one or two of these to see what they need to do. Because remember how I said we exaggerated everything? That's why we exaggerated, because now we can actually tuck it down a little bit how we want. But why we exaggerated was so we have a little too much.
You know I learned to fly.
And then we can pull it back. It's better to have too much than not enough. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
You know I learned to fly.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
All the tricks and the games and shit.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric here. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life.
About to go get those mains. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
All the tricks and the games and shit.
It's this love that I do feel.
You guys see what I'm saying already, though? It's like starting to reveal itself.
That's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
All the tricks and the games and shit.
A real method to my madness.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric here. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, nigga.
You don't even know how to ride.
No dang, dang.
You know I learned to fly.
I'll take care of all that shit in a second anyway. Yes, sir. Here we go.
We don't believe in media.
Finally. Not finally. This is the process. This is real shit. I'm kind of slowing it down a little bit too, to talk and hang out. And typically, I'd be like,
You know I learned to fly.
That's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
All the tricks and the games and shit.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric here. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Let's kick our little hot biscuits on. Thank you. Okay, so you guys see, man, this is a real process, you know? It's not crazy. You guys can do it. You guys literally, in a matter of a few months, a year or so, you could really get just as quick, just as fast. Like, I've been doing this for damn near over half my life, though, so, but it's just, it becomes an instinct. It ain't about what you know or how much you've done, you know what I mean? It's about just how willing you are to adapt and how willing you are to train your ears and understand why you're doing things. Because the why is more important than the how, you know, it's always going to be more important. You should be asking engineers and people more about how than why, you know. Or excuse me, you should be asking them more about why than how. Because then you'll get the real answers. How is this going to teach you how to solve one thing? Why is going to teach you how to navigate through that whole issue, you know? Because the tools will change every time, too. Shit, I've been working hundreds of studios, and everyone might have a little bit different plugins, sounds, this and that, so you just gotta adapt.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media.
So in sticking in theme with what we've been doing, the coloration of his vocals on this whole album, we've been running with the CLA 76 blue guy, blue face fella, and then we're running it into a Fairchild emulation. But we're just, it's not for the compression, it's for the coloration, you'll see.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric, yeah.
See how it's barely doing anything.
We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take a day. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Sometimes you want a little heavier compression on the first compressor.
It's this love that I do feel.
And it's gonna round the vocal out a little bit. But careful on this attack. Don't go too quick attack on your compressors anymore, because it will just smash the transient on this voice. You know what I mean?
It's this love that I do feel.
Don't trip either. Don't trip. It's about how it sounds, not what it looks like.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric, yeah. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take a day. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real.
See what I'm saying? That's nice.
It's this love that I do feel.
Some of you, I promise, some of you guys are abiding by so many fake rules that you learned in an audio school or read in a book or watched some guy teach you on the internet who has no real-time experience. And it was something that might have been good information for the moment, but it just stuck with you and with compression, and you're like stuck on that. So just understand it's about how it sounds, and just listen to all the different types of compressors and the coloration and study up on them, research. I used to like nerd out for years at a time and just read about all this shit, and then go actually use the real equipment in other studios and be able to touch it and know why things are what they are. You know what I mean? So it's like compression is one of the... You guys right now, if you're at the basic level of getting into wanting to really know how to get a record to a major quality level, understand the basics of compression and EQ better than everybody around you, and it will give you the biggest advantage. Not just understand it, apply it, use it, make it an instinct, you know. Compression and EQ becomes talking. When I want to express something loud, I'm like, hey, oh shit, I'm excited. I know how to, inside of myself, it's instinct to communicate. So those tools are your communication devices. So learn how to use them just as their instinct, and not like some theoretical map that some guy told you can only do this. You know what I mean? This is real shit. That's one thing that is going to separate my channel from a lot of other people's channels, you guys, is that everything that I learned in the fucking industry with an artist, with an A&R, with an executive for major labels and huge writers, and just nonstop artists, nonstop all the time for years and years and years, every day for years, hundreds of artists. So like you get accustomed to all these. When I first started too, years ago, when I first started getting really busy, and I got thrown into the industry, I was like that too. I was never taught in school. I was always self-taught. So maybe it gave me an advantage to break the rules more willingly, but I did dance music for so many years. I thought there were so many rules and things and all this shit and then when I got into the industry, I realized there ain't no rules. They're all made to be broke. I would sit in a room with a producer who would spend 25 minutes on a beat, and that record will go straight to radio in a month and a half and be a nominated record at the Grammys in 2 months. And there's some shit that I was sitting there just watching it be created, and it's like, that's how it happens. It's that easy. You know what I mean? Like, just, especially from the engineering perspective, just like learn the basics and why things are what they are, and then you'll realize that whoever taught you all those rules in school and all that shit, they didn't know fucking half of what they were fucking talking about. They knew what everything was called, so it created the perception of knowledge inside of the application, but they're masterminds at knowing and nerding out and being able to route a room and tell you all the equipment names and the threshold and this and all that. But when it comes down to actually like mixing a record or doing a record or recording for a big artist or producing a record for a major artist, like they may not be able to hit that mark because they're so worried about the theoretics and the rules that they miss out on the emotional thing, which is music is emotion. It's meant to be heard, not sat and analyzed and thought about. You know what I mean? Excuse me, it's meant to be felt first, you know?
It's this love that I do feel.
I didn't mean to go on a tangent right now. Sorry, guys.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like a
shit's real as fuck though.
How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me now you gon' be riding the way. This ain't no time to turn down. I'm bossing up.
So here we go. Happy clip audio gaining is gonna make for happier compressors. So here we go. Your guys' favorite process, watching me gain stage things on clip audio.
It's this love that I do feel. Shocky like electric, yeah.
It's like part of the process that all the major guys do, I promise, but it's like the one thing that's skipped over and no one talks about, but it makes such a major difference.
It's this love that I do feel. It's this love that I do feel. Shocky like electric.
And it might sound crazy, but it's just this easy. Just come through and just nudge things down just a little baby bit, and then we'll come back and hit them in the compressor. You notice we'll have happier compressors.
It's this love that I do feel. Shocky like electric, yeah.
Use your ears.
We don't have to take up here.
You'll hear where they're jumping and where it's hitting.
We don't have to take up here.
Notice I don't even got it up. I'm not even looking at it. I'm just listening.
To meditate and take it there.
Something like this can be taken care of pretty easily too. These things are common.
To
When you hear that harsh, because you don't want to go crazy with your de-esser and make it have to smash the sibilants down to where it's killing the whole texture of the word. So you can just honestly scoot it up.
To meditate.
There you go. It's that easy, guys.
To meditate and take it there.
I'm telling you, learning how to be a mastermind on clip gaining audio is going to save you and turn you into a whole nother beast, man.
Meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit's so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Nice, nice, nice. Next.
How you learn to fly? How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say.
I think somewhere out there's a video about this shit. Dave Pensado or something talking about clip gaining.
How you learn to fly through the day? Work great.
But no one's ever like talked about the actual importance of it and why, you know. I think he did talk about it a little bit, I can't remember, but
Fly through the day, work great in the bay, in the time you say. In the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be
a lot of bullshit.
But it ends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me now you gon' be riding the way. Ends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day.
Come on, Goldie. This record's crazy, you guys.
You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me now you gon' be riding the way.
If you're watching this and at a later time, go ahead and follow us, man. We're on the road to the 50 followers on here, dude. Come on. Show us some love. We're brand new online. We've been in the industry for years, and it's just, I'm sure there's a lot of people like me, too, that I know there is. Actually, I know so many people in the business that they don't even barely have an Instagram, but they be in the mix, I promise. That's what I'm saying. The internet can be deceiving, man. But come and follow, show that love, support, man. We're going to keep growing this channel. We're going to keep being here every week, dude. Monday through Friday. Toss a follow, crash the mic. Bakash! And I took the alert off, though. I know. Toss a follow, crash the mic. Come on, y'all. You can, too. Fuck the audio up. Go ahead and follow us, and it makes the audio cut out on the alert system. That's going to be our alert system. It's just every time you follow, it's going to cut the audio out, and then you got to comment to us and be like, what the fuck? And then we'll know, and then it's a fun thing. I'm just kidding. We're getting it worked on. It's that you can follow it today if anybody jumps on there while we're on, because we turned the alert system box off. But What a bummer, that box, man. We really got to get that figured out.
Hey, me and that eagle gonna be riding the way. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Hey. Me and that eagle gonna be riding the way. Hey. This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping.
You know what I mean? Like, that breath is hard.
This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this mother.
It was almost musical, so I fucking keep it in there. You're just listening to small variations in your ear where it's like, okay.
This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Here on my conscience. This ain't no time to done down. I'm
like he has great mic control. That's the thing about Goldie. Like when he gets loud, he'll step back, like he'll lean way back. So sometimes you have to just kick him back up.
here on my conscience.
But you wanted him to have that great mic control because now I have more control over that instead of him just leaning into the mic, screaming and distorting and it being fucked up. Now I can mess with it how I need to.
On my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. I don't even know how to fly.
And let me show you something. You can even clip gain in the middle of a word like that and just butt it down a little bit, hit a little baby fade so that that difference of volume isn't noticeable.
Can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to
Watch, see how I move it and you'll notice that's actually just how it is.
clear it all.
Yep. So let's kick it down in there.
Clear it all. Sometimes it
Yep, that's just a little less aggressive on the tip of that.
and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. I don't even know how to fly.
Cool, now we'll have happier compressors, watch.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric, yeah.
See that? It's almost like I know what I'm talking about.
Take up here. The meditate and take it there.
And like I said, we're still gonna have those hard hits, but our compressor's happier now, you know what I'm saying?
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric, yeah.
Come on, y'all.
We don't have to take up here.
This is basically like your ratio and your threshold in one, too. Here's your time constraint, which is the ratio, but it's like this thing has like a multiple. You notice it like really.
It's this love that I do feel.
This is more of a punk rock compressor. This is like a smooth but a Jones. So I like how they sound together.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric, yeah. We don't have to take up here.
But I know you notice
To
that.
meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real.
Those compressors just are, I can even hit them harder now. I can even actually pull this up if I wanted.
It's this love that I do feel.
I could even actually back up. Because the thing about I love about these aggressive compressors like a Silver 76 is that the inputs are like beefy, man. Like,
It's this love that I do
you can already
feel.
hear the difference in weight.
Shock you like electric, yeah. We don't have to take up here.
But it's just hitting a little harder than I want it to hit, so I'm going to cut that back down.
It's this love that I do feel.
And then we're going to kind of try to get the weight on here, maybe.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric, yeah.
Nice, okay.
We don't have to take up here. The mad.
And you see that shit right there? I just skipped past. I know you seen it jump.
It's this love that I do feel.
I mean, sometimes I'll do like something like that.
It's this love that I do feel.
So I don't kill no character.
Shock you like electric,
Boost
yeah.
some weight.
We don't have to take up here.
Yeah, there you go.
To meditate and take it there.
Back off a little bit.
Give me that money, how I feel.
Loving
Oh,
it.
that pain get real.
Talk to me.
It's this love that I do feel.
There we go. Come on.
Shock you like electric, yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
We don't have to take up
That's
here.
what we're looking for right there.
To meditate and take it there.
Sit that bitch on top.
Give me that money, how I feel.
Nice little
Oh, that
parallel.
pain get real. Yeah, I play this
Sauce
life like a
bus.
deck of cards and this shit so
Did I already
real.
sauce this
Yeah, I'm
up on
smoking on the
automation?
kill.
I did.
Got that blunt fully filled.
That's what that throw was. I'm just kind of showing you. I did all this the pre-mixing in the actual session. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're just combing it through. Fucking finishing it out.
It's this love that I do feel.
Then we got this bad boy.
Shock you like electric, yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's get rid of that. Whatever that point of automation is in there. Someone will create one way at the end if you pull it in for a bus. Oh, it's at the very beginning. My bad. Get out of there, bitch. It's nice to be able to move it. What? that's 3940. There we go. All right, Tripper.
It's the love that I do feel. Shocky like electric eel.
Just enough.
We don't have to take a pill.
So this is the radio film bus, what I call the magic bus, the flip phase distortion parallel bus. Flip phase parallel smashing distortion bus that is like a radio polish that if I take it off and on, it's so subtle, but it's so serious. Watch.
It's the love that I do feel. It's the love that I do feel.
On.
It's the love that I do.
Oh, it's so serious.
It's the love that I do feel.
Another bus I don't talk about a lot to you guys is an old school technique from back in the day. I don't know if you know who Andrew Sheps is. He's an incredible mix engineer, but I actually got this from watching him work. So he'll create a send on his console. He used to work on a Neve console, I believe. Let me open my effects and sends up. See this guy right here? It's a mono Apex vintage exciter. What is that? It's a fucking vintage exciter. Exactly what it is. It makes it sound a little vintage and excites it. It's like a saturator type of deal. So, and then I run that. I run my mains off of my main bus, right? I don't do it off of each channel. I run this off of my send bus, off of all my main bus, all my mains. And I'll mute it for a second. Let me mute both of these. The magic bus, okay, magic bus and this are muted. So this is what a typical engineer session will sound like.
It's the love that I do feel.
And they'll go ahead and try to get that volume back. They'll turn the volume up. They'll kick the compressor harder. They'll do a bunch of shit to try to get that presence back and get that. That's one of the main things that people always call me. One of the big artists that I worked with for years, he's actually on the label, Dollar Bill Gates, Beckham. He always used to, when we first met and started working, he called me VVS, for VVS vocals, highest graded diamond. He's like, man, I never heard my vocals sounding so clean and clear. I was like, yeah, and then this is why, because it's these techniques, you guys. I'm showing you like what is gonna work in the studio with major artists. It's gonna help your game, man. But this technique right here, I'm gonna kind of walk through it slow so you get it again, because it's in conjunction with the magic bus that goes on at the very end. But I rock this from the jump. These sends down here are on my. I'm gonna make this template available for you guys to download, and it's mostly waves, you know what I mean? But there's a couple non-waves plugins in here, but I put a variation next to it so you can activate the waves plugin instead of the one you might not have. So the main bus, right? This was played without it.
It's the love that I do feel.
And you're gonna look how it's like, boom. It's mono signal of my all. It's a mono signal of all my shit. The mono takes, the stereo takes, anything that runs to the main bus, then comes out as a stereo bus. That's being sent into a mono vintage exciter bus. So that all that shit's being shut down into the middle and shot straight back down in the middle, but excited and saturated slightly. So let's hear what it sounds like with it.
It's the love that I do feel.
Boom. Let's hear it without it.
It's the love that I do feel.
With it.
It's the love that I do feel.
Wow, right? Come on.
Shocky like electric eel.
That's a real thing, you guys.
We don't have to.
And slam it a little bit. Don't go crazy, but hit it kind of hard on the
It's
input.
the love that I do feel.
Mix one.
Shocky like electric eel.
Now, when you have that with this,
It's the love that I do feel.
that extra flip phase parallel distortion, now we're talking real old school quality. Not old school sound, old school quality from like the guys who started all this shit. This is their techniques used inside of Pro Tools, built inside of my template.
It's the love that I do feel.
That's why that shit's so in your face.
Shocky like electric
so right.
eel.
When
We
you
don't.
and then now balance into that. Don't go crazy setting all your sends and all that shit and come back down here and fucking with this. That's gonna be kind of like you want it kind of hot on there and then come back down. You see, I shot it up pretty high right there. Yep, and you'll see this new flip phase parallel distortion. The radio film, that's slider. I can exaggerate it, and you're gonna notice it's not gonna like jump in your face crazy because the phase has been flipped.
It's this love that I do feel.
See what I'm saying?
Shock you like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill.
That's some real shit, you guys.
It's this love that I do feel.
In this whole video, that's the probably biggest bomb I could drop on you guys is this past 10 minutes. This past 10 minutes, if you applicate into this to your own mixes in your music and everything, it's gonna change your whole everything, you know. Let's keep it moving. That's not your typical fucking TikTok tutorial video. That's some real shit.
So annoying.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media.
Oh man, I'm loving this. Okay, so since we're liking how our shit sounding on our verses, let's kind of like drag our settings over to our hook and then readjust them. Save ourselves some trouble and time and fucking around, you know what I mean? Come on with it now. All right, let's have a little listen.
You know I learned to fly.
Yep, straight off the bat, more of a cohesive sound in between the hook and the verse.
You know I learned to fly.
We're gonna cut it down on the EQ though a little bit.
You know I learned to fly.
You notice I kind of leave my channels at 0. Why am I able to do that? That's a good question. It's back way up before a good mix. It's because I record at a nice level. It's because my preamps, my microphone, I got a nice tube microphone. It's like I'm being the quality of my recordings are very high. You know what I mean? So I don't have to come in and fuck with my channels all crazy. I can fly channels at the very end if I want. That's when I can start doing my channel work. You know what I mean? I rely on getting it just right with automation and plugins and all kinds of shit inside of my leveling. And why I'm able to do that too, is you back up even after recording, is gain staging on the regions. Clip gaining, clip gaining, clip gaining, clip gaining. It's so fucking important, you guys. I'm telling you. Now you're kind of seeing the importance of the clip gaining. I'm explaining it, even though I got to you got to kind of go through the whole process to see it. You know what I mean? So now that's why I'm able to get such level out of my records.
It's this love that I do feel.
And be able to keep it at not a crazy over compressed fucking sound. You know what I mean?
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill.
Butter slow.
To meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
See what I'm saying? And I got those sins, because if I didn't, now that reduction and these things that I'm doing, if I were to take all these sins off, let's just kind of humor ourselves.
It's this love that I do feel.
On another record.
You know I learned to fly.
Still sounds good. It just
We don't believe in media.
it has that kind of SoundCloud. It just don't have that radio sound in the vocal. It don't have that expensive sound. It ain't popping. It ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing to do with him. His performance is incredible. It's on the mixer on that point. You know what I mean? It's on how you know how to put together the song. Now you listen.
You know I learned to fly.
Now it's just ready. You know what I mean? We're just about ready to print this too, guys.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel. We don't have to take.
So I take so much away there, and then we'll see what I'm doing. Remember we talked about earlier how I left just a little bit up here, and I just barely butted it right there, because we're going to take care of it right here.
It's this love that I do feel. It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric
So subtle, but really taking away that craziness, you know what I mean? And why such a fast attack? I guess if it matters to explain it, why such a fast attack on something like this would be because your ear is being tricked. It's not really changing the whole sound. It's just getting the very beginning and then letting it go. So when something like that happens, if I were to change the very beginning of a snare transient that has some kind of length to it, and then let the rest of it just be what it is, it would almost give you the perception of that whole sound is quieter than it is. You know what I mean? It can like pull the top of the harshness out and let it come back in, and then it will make your whole brain think that that sound is cleaner than what it really is. That's a real thing. That's like a real thing in music theory or whatever, college or whatever. I forget the name of it, psychoacoustic or something like that. I think it's fucking with the psychoacoustics of how you perceive the sound and manipulate your brain and how your ear communicates with your brain. The basics of that concept is what I just said. Yeah. All right, cool. So that's why it's such a fast attack. That's the why instead of how. Remember we talk about why and how? So now if you were to ask me, hey, why do you do such a fast attack? Instead of, oh, hey, how do you take the harshness out of that sound? Okay, cool. I just do this. Why? Now I do that. Now you understand beyond just the how. So now you can apply that to all the other places where you are navigating and you run into little troubles and speed bumps along your way, because this is a journey. A mix is a journey. You're going to run into bumps and speed bumps. It's not all the same every time. So you want to have all these different avenues and tool bags, that don't lead to dead ends, and tools that help you navigate around obstacles in your mix. You know what I mean? And those whys are those tools, not the hows. You know what I'm saying?
It's this love that I do feel.
I felt like I'm adulting. I turned 34 the other day. That was a good conversation. That was an adult conversation. My peers would be proud of me.
It's this love that I do feel.
That's such a good point.
Shocky like electric.
I can't not be myself. That's one thing I think that helps too, you guys. You want the biggest tip in the industry? Be your fucking self, dude. Don't try to be cool and walk in there with a Supreme bag and a hat and a visor and this and that and 10 things just because you saw on some show and trying to look like everybody else. And 100% be comfortable with 100% who you are, and it will unlock so many doors and keys for you. That's the main key, I guess. Just be yourself, and people will love that. Okay, let's hear this shit. I'm feeling good today, though. Sluggish, ruggish bone, but I'm feeling good.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media.
All the tricks in the game and shit.
It's this love that I do feel.
Let's go.
Shocky like electric, yeah. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Oh, so I'll kick that up.
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, nigga.
That's the dope.
You don't even know how to ride.
No thing, though.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me now you gon' be riding the way. This ain't no time to done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like I'm chalking up. Clear all my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. You don't even know how to fly. You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there.
Come on, y'all. All right. So, tell you what we're gonna do.
I appreciate it.
I'm listening now. In my background, and I love it. But I want to make them more intentional. Just a few of them. Most of them are fine.
Going in a way.
And how we're gonna do that? We're just gonna, what are we gonna do? I bet you can guess. We're gonna fucking clip gain them. And that's gonna, we'll see it one more time. I'm loving this. Actually, we should get it. I don't know exactly which ones are which. But I know they're right here. Got them all.
You know I learned to fly.
So first off, we can kick all these up. Because now I've treated them, you know? Maybe got a little bit out of control, buddy.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media.
All the tricks in the games and shit.
It's the love that died.
Come on, y'all.
That's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
We don't believe in media.
Tricks in the games and shit.
We are our own media.
It's the love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I didn't take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Fire.
And this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled. Shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
It's so fun, you guys. I love this. I love being able to do this in my life. So grateful that God, that my ears and my hands and my senses work. Thank you, Lord. Holy Spirit. Come on, man.
Fully filled. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn.
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
Come on.
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
No dang, don't.
See how they're already paying and everything? Because we printed. Remember, we did all that printing. We was doing printing. We was printing. We done printed. Right?
No dang, don't.
You know I learned to fly.
Goldie, man. Goldie, I believe in this dude. Holy shit.
No dang, don't.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say.
Oh shit, I gotta text this
I
guy.
know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me now you gon' be riding the rain. This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Clear all my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. You don't even know how to fly. You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn.
You know I learned to fly.
Gotta take it there. You know what I mean? Nah, I believe these motherfuckers ain't. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm feeling. Is it just another feeling? Just another situation going in away. It get crazy in LA. We ain't tripping on the danger.
Cool, just text this guy.
We don't. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings.
Yes, sir.
You don't even know how to ride.
No thing, though.
You know I learned to fly.
Almost there. You know what cracks me up is the auto captions on Facebook. Like while the song's going, it's like this. It's like getting the lyrics terribly wrong. It's like butchering the song. Here, actually, let me read the auto captions to you guys on Twitch of the song. So let me tell you what Facebook thinks the song is saying.
It's this love that I do feel. Shocky like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
Well, it's not doing it. Shit. It was doing it a second ago the whole time. Wait, let me put it. Oh,
You
money
don't
can't
even
get
know
real.
how to fly.
It's like dark forest.
Gotta learn
It's
how to
so
spread
real.
that
Yeah, I'm
wings.
smoking on the question mark.
You don't even know how to ride.
Come on, keep doing it.
No thing, though.
Come on, Facebook.
You know I learned to fly.
You know I how to fly.
We don't believe in media.
I wish it was more real time.
How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say.
You know I had to
I
fly.
know you
We
like
fly.
to talk
I don't
a
had to
lot,
fly.
but
We
it
fly.
ain't to be a
We
lot
live
of
in me.
bullshit.
I'm not playing. This is what it says.
You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and the eagle gon' be riding the rain. This ain't
We're
no
in a
doubt
bit,
done down.
you know,
I'm
top.
bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Hear it on my conscience, and I can't kill
Not
it
fun,
all.
I'm playing, it's
Sometimes
not.
it be
I'm not
hard
playing.
to
No,
clear
it's
it
gonna
after
learn
all.
how to
Don't even
fly.
know how to
You're
fly.
gonna fly. You're gonna be riding.
You don't even
And
know
I'm knowing
how to
this.
ride.
What the
This is
fuck?
part of the game to learn.
Facebook captions is crazy.
You know I
And
learned to fly.
I can't get out. You know how to fly.
You know what I mean? Non-believers.
Facebook captions are crazy. Oh, Facebook captions is crazy. Oh, it got me what I'm saying finally. I can't get out. You know how to fly. What the fuck? That's not what I'm saying.
Just another situation.
That's funny, dude. Facebook auto captions are hilarious. Okay, that took me down a whole side tangent. Let's get out of there. All right, we're almost done with this song. We were just finishing off these ad-libs.
I learned to fly.
So grateful for everybody that stops in and tunes in and it takes a second to listen and likes the tunes and follows.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and the eagle say. I know you like to talk.
Twitch and TikTok are the best social medias ever.
You say, I know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and the eagle gon' be riding the rain. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ends to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and the eagle gon' be riding the rain. This ain't no time to done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like I'm chalking up. Hear it on my conscience, and I can't kill it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. Don't even know how to fly.
I know some people in my life that can need to hear that line. Can't hear that line.
Be a lot of bullshit.
You need to can't hear that line, motherfucker. All right.
A lot of
bull spit. Always two verifies. Why? Because it sounds better.
to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day.
In fact, flare it out.
Be a lot.
Come on.
Be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day.
Let them ask you, like, what the fuck just happened? Yes, what just happened? You already know. Already bounced those down. Oh, it's funny.
But it ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and you gon' be riding the rain. Ain't to be a lot of bull. But it ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and you gon' be riding the rain. This ain't no time to turn down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like.
See, now I had an idea now.
Chalking up.
I thought I was done with creating shit, but I had an idea.
Ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in it.
Just the way it happens, man. Sometimes it just overwork is never over. Overwork is never over. Get out of here. You know what, buddy? You know what, pal? Buddy, pal. Alright, here we go. So get it from an even frame. Not, it doesn't have to be even, but I'm saying like get it on the beginning of the word. Bet you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna come here. Ah, that's just cool. Oh, I gotta pop my back. Ah, need a good chiropractor. Ooh, that was a good one. Sometimes when you pop your back, you can breathe better. It's weird. Should get that checked. Okay, long. This is what's cool, so I don't have to make it crazy. Actually, I probably don't even have to make another channel. But I did it to do it. Don't judge me. I'm probably going to delete it now after I do this. So now we're doing that reverse, flary, reverby, throwy, thingy, majigger, whatever the fuck that is. Alright, let's cut this down. So now you can see the old one. Now you can't.
Bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day.
Hear that?
Shit. You gon' to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day.
Just so it has a little lift up through there, you know what I mean? Keep it interesting.
A lot of bullshit.
Yep, and my suspicions were correct. Get out of here.
Bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and you gon' be riding the rain. This ain't no time to turn down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Clear all my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. I don't even know how to fly.
Come on, guys. Yeah, what's coming now? Since we're towards the end of the song, we're gonna turn all of our ad-libs up just a little bit more until they almost bug you, and then turn them down a little bit. Right.
To clear it after all. I don't even know how to fly. You don't need
So we're gonna go grab a couple of those main ones that we really like and kick those sucker fishes way up. Oh, I like that one. That's my favorite.
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn.
No thing, no. If you want it, I believe in you. Come on.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? Non-believers.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Non-believers.
see, I had to check real fast which one the main, because I knew there was a pitch in there. Did I know there was a pitch in there? I knew there was something else in there. I don't know if it was a pitch.
Nah, I believe these motherfuckers I appreciate it.
Do you know what I'm on?
Yo, that shit. Yo, you could hear it in his voice. Let me play that part real quick for you one more time. The end of this line, dude, you can hear it in his voice. This fool's gonna be great.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? Nah, I believe these motherfuckers I appreciate it.
Dude. I'm telling you, he's one of those people. I used to be around so many people, hundreds of people, and every once in a while someone will come across, or you doing a session and you meet this person and you just know instantly, like, man, this motherfucker's an artist. That's how Golden Mack always was.
You know what I mean? Nah, I believe these motherfuckers I appreciate it.
Do you know what I'm feeling? Is it just another feeling?
Make you feel blessed to be working with them and shit. At any level they're at in their career, this dude's gonna go. He's young too. He's like 23, 22. This motherfucker's gonna blow up, bro. 23? I think he's 23.
Do you know what I'm feeling? Is it just another feeling?
A real G.
Just another situation going in a way. It get crazy in LA. We ain't tripping on the danger.
Gives me the fucking chills, dude. Holy God. I'm so grateful when a song hits you like that. This shit gives me the chills.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media.
All the tricks in the games and shit.
It's this love that I do feel. Shocky like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there. Give me that money.
Life's good, y'all. Let's be grateful every day we're alive. Especially if we get to, even if you get to work on music for an hour a day, you guys just value that hour and treat it like it's holy, you know what I mean? And it will eventually turn into your whole life. So just anytime we get to create is a special day.
Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck? Hold on.
Give me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit's so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill.
That shit makes my soul feel good. See, that's the flip we did earlier. I'll play it for you real quick solo so you can hear the little... Sorry. I hate when I accidentally say solo song. Oh, you hear that pop? Let's get that pop out of there. That's not good for no one. That's how you accomplish that.
Cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
Come on.
You don't even know how to ride.
No thing, dog.
You know I learned to fly.
I almost feel like we can beef these up more.
Cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill.
Just sometimes.
If
If I should die before I
You
wake.
don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
That sounds better already.
If I should die before I wake.
You don't even know how to fly.
Come
Gotta
on.
learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
That sounds better already.
No dang, don't.
You know I learned to fly.
Let's go.
We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say.
See, I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. I hear that.
How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't the beat. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't the beat. A lot of bullshit.
I heard that
You
pop.
gon' learn how to fly in the day.
See, as you start getting towards the very end, you start hearing shit.
Great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't the beat. A lot of bullshit.
Anti-pop.
The bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly, but it ain't the beat. A lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and you gon' be riding away. This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Clear out my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. You don't even know how to fly. Lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to.
No, yeah, sorry.
Lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and you gon' be riding away. This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Clear out my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. You don't even know how to fly. You don't even know how to ride.
Go
It's just
call
part
I
of the
just
game.
did right there. What was that? Oh, he's two.
You know how to bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me not a lot,
I wanted to
but
try
it
something
ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon'
That's right. I was gonna try. What's this?
me not you gon'
Ah, fuck. No, where's the other spot? Let's get a different spot. I thought about this earlier, so now I'm just trying it. Doesn't mean we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna.
I know you.
Alright, cool. That'll work. So just grab part of the beat, copy it down here, bring it over here. Is this an even frame? Yeah, cool. Grab this, come here. Right there, stereo. Pitch it down, 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 down. Grab that. It looks like it kicks back in here. So grab all that. Come back here. Verify it down. Twice. Grab it, throw it on the throw. Maybe now? I don't know.
Be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day.
Nah.
Me not you gon' be riding away.
It's getting too creative. Getting too creative. We don't like that.
A lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. To be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the.
Much better. There we go. Minimal.
I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly.
Alright, we got them all recorded. We're just getting them mixed now.
Bullshit. You gon'
Rich Life is dope. It is dope.
bullshit.
Oh yeah, you remember this? We did the whole session. And I definitely don't miss the whole. Listen to this in 2 seconds. Production. I know, right?
Bullshit. You gon' learn.
Getting it just right though.
You gon' learn how
I
to
love
fly
Twitch,
in the
bro.
day. Me Now you gon' be riding the red day. This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a.
Okay, so I heard that. I like it. Is that what I like?
Be riding the red.
Yep. So watch this. Grab it. Remember how we did that earlier? Oh wait, not it. Oh yeah. It's okay. So check this out. When that happens, is that one take? Yeah, it is. So watch this. Boom, 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 boom. I just took a stereo take. Just grabbed the right side of it or whatever, left side, whatever, which one it was. Now I'm gonna go ahead and delete that because that was all one take, and it went into that new little part, which might have been a pickup or whatever, but I don't know. So we'll cut it like that.
Bossing up, keeping this motherfucker.
Okay, so now we got our spiel deal. Come back up here. Reverberation station. Long mono. Come down to your Neve. I don't know if you can see it. It's the presets. Were like, should I move this up? Okay, now you guys can see it. Okay, yo Neve, I think you can see it now down here. Reverse. Play as long as you want. Experiment. Close that schnit. See how it stretched it out all crazy? Cool. Now I'm going to go like this. Yeah. Turn it down.
You gon' be riding the red day. This ain't no time to done down.
Cool. Let's actually make it reflect.
Be riding the red day. This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Here on my conscience.
Now this makes me feel like that other one makes more sense.
Be riding the red day. This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Here on my conscience, and I can't kill it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. Don't even know how to fly. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. Don't even know how to fly.
That's what they told me though.
You don't even know how to ride.
Let's go.
It's just part of the game to learn.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? Non-believers only. These motherfuckers ain't. Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? Non-believers only. These motherfuckers ain't. I appreciate it.
Yeah, let that be up.
Hey, take it there. You know what I mean? Non-believers only. These motherfuckers ain't. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that shit.
Do you know what I'm feeling? Is it just another feeling? Just another situation going in away. It get crazy in LA. We ain't tripping on the danger.
Did I miss something?
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
No dang, dog.
You know I learned to fly. You know I learned to fly. You know I learned to fly. You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. Non-believers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Non-believers only. These motherfuckers ain't. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that shit.
Do you know what I
You know what I mean? Non-believers only. These motherfuckers ain't. I appreciate it.
Talk to him, Goldie.
You know what I mean? Non-believers only. These motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Non-believers only. These motherfuckers ain't. I appreciate it.
Do you know what I'm feeling? Is it just another feeling?
These motherfuckers
It should.
It's just part of the game to learn.
Joe, you're funny.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. Times, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Non-believers, these motherfuckers out here. You know what I mean? I appreciate it.
Do you know what I'm feeling?
Almost there.
Another feeling. Just another situation. Going in away. It get crazy in LA. We ain't tripping on the danger.
Nah.
Tripping on the danger.
You're tripping on the danger, man. All right. You guys, hold on. Time is it 3:30? Not bad, not bad. All right, so now we'll come up to our mix bus. Create a new stereo channel, audio track. Golden Mack. This one was called Part of the Game. Boom. It's another one ready to go. Might hear like one or two things while we're printing it, and we'll just take care of it right in the spot, but I think it's pretty good. Should be ready to go. Oh, yeah, so watch. Now, same thing like we did all those prints. We go 8990. We're going to grab our mix bus, run that to 8990. Boom, shakalaka. Enter, enter. So you start at the beginning of the region to make sure you get the whole record. I know, Joe. I love you, bro.
So we gotta learn how to fly.
100 million did that.
Soaring through the wind.
You know I learned to fly.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
We don't believe in media.
All the tricks and the games and shit.
It's this love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill. The meditate and take it there.
Show you why.
Tell me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit's so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled. You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
No dang, dog.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say.
See, I heard that. I didn't even do nothing. I woke up and went straight to this. My body, I ain't stretched. I just did a little wake up stretch. And for the first day, I was like, oh.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in me.
Just want to cut that down a tiny bit. You'll start hearing it when you're printing different. At least you should. Come on, biscuit. Oh, I got it. Soloed. In that bus. It's probably not safe soloed.
Fly. We don't believe.
Cool. Cut that down.
Fly. We don't believe in media.
So now you can actually just keep recording right in the middle of the print, and it will. We just have to consolidate it after it's done recording, but.
No thing, dog. You know I learned to fly.
Better.
We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and that eagle gon' be riding the rain. This ain't no time to done down. I'm buzzing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Here, all my
Yeah. Sorry, I had to do that. I was like, wait a minute. It's not. I like them a little shinier than that. Just my personal preference.
All the tricks in the games and shit.
It's the love that I do feel. Shock you like electric eel. We don't have to take a pill to meditate and take it there.
tell me that money, how I feel. Oh, that pain get real. Yeah, I play this life like a deck of cards and this shit so real. Yeah, I'm smoking on a kill. Got that blunt fully filled.
If I should die before
You don't even know how to fly.
Gotta learn how to spread them wings, baby.
You don't even know how to ride.
No thing, dog.
You know I learned to fly. We don't believe in media. How you learn to fly through the day? Work great in the bay, in the time you say. I know you like to talk a lot, but it ain't to be a lot of bullshit. You gon' learn how to fly in the day. Me and that eagle gon' be riding the rain. This ain't no time to done down. I'm bossing up, keeping this motherfucker like a chalking up. Here on my conscience, and I can't clear it all. Sometimes it be hard to clear it after all. You don't even know how to fly.
That's what they told me, though.
You don't even know how to ride.
It's just part of the game to learn.
You know I learned to fly.
Hey, take it there. Times, you know what I mean? Non-believers, these motherfuckers out here.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Do you know what I'm feeling? Is it just another feeling? Just another situation going in away. It get crazy in LA. We ain't tripping on the danger.
Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. Yes, y'all. That's another one, guys. That's the morning stream, I guess. I'm gonna jump off in a minute and go get cleaned up, take a shower, eat some food, take a walk, probably take a hour nap, and then I'll be back on tonight too I'll try to do 2 more tonight, but we'll for sure do 1 more for sure, because I'm trying to get through this album this week as quick as I can, because then I can get it to mastering and I can start working on the music video for the single out of the project too. So that's my goal for this week, to get the shoot, get dialed in, get this album mixed and mastered, get it uploaded to our distribution people, and then and then start the marketing schemes and rollout for his whole project in March. Yeah. So I'm gonna have my hands full with this album for the next month, probably still, even though after the music will be done, it will be a month of prep work to get it to a place where it has a full rollout. But yep, that's the name of the game. That's what we signed up for. That's what we love to do, y'all. Save as part of the game. Just call this final. for now. Make sure that I hit the desktop here. Yep. All right, you guys. Well, let me switch over for a second. Appreciate you guys so fucking much. Let me drop this down so we can actually have a conversation. Yeah, so I hope a lot of that made sense. I hope you learned something from that shit. There's actually a lot of useful information. I remember there was a 10-minute period in there because I kind of zone out when I'm working. So this whole talking online and doing all this like this is new for me. But I know there was a moment when I zoned out for like 10 or 15 minutes when I came back and I was like, man, this I just was doing so. Oh, it was about the vintage exciter up the stereo bus to a mono send up the middle through a exciter through all your shit. Go back and watch that. That's some crazy useful information. You only zone out when you're working in there, but I zone out all the time. But I zone out to a place of inspiration and information, and I come back and I get inspired. I'm excited though, man. This is fun. I'm gonna do another one tonight too, though. I'll get back on here in a couple hours. Just gonna rest up for a little bit, and then how many songs is that? Let me look real fast. Oh, that's 5 in the box right now. Yes, sir. Bob 1. We got 90s Baby in there ready to go. Yeah, I'm going to go eat something. I didn't eat yet this morning. I just woke up and came straight to... Oh, I ate a peanut butter sandwich. I'm actually going to sit down and eat it. I can't. Corona. That's why I'm all cooped up. But I'm going to Postmate something right now. So we got 90s Baby done. We got No Love Lost done. We got Part of the Game ready to go. We got the Come Down ready to go. And we got True Colors ready to go. Come on, man. So probably we'll try to shoot for all 5. But we're going to, I bet like 7 will make it on the project. That's just how it is. We'll just choose the best 7 out of the 10. Just to make sure, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to do for artists because they want everything they do to come out. But Goldie, he understands that too, you know what I mean? Like he's been waiting for a year or so to really focus on a project. So, nah, I'm high, man. I'm super high. I just smoked like two blunts in a row. Grandmothers everywhere are hunting you down to force to be. Oh my God, bro! We need the emotes right now. That would have been the best fucking celebration joke ever. Holy Lord, grandmothers everywhere. Joe, that is funny, bro. Like, real shit, that's like monetizable funny. You should write like a comedy episode or something. That was funny. I said, that's monetizable funny right there. For real, though. No bullshit. All right. Let me shut the protools. That was fucking hilarious, bro. What a good little morning session. So typically try to, whether I'm mixing, mastering, writing a song for somebody, I'm working on a new beat, I try to just do something creatively in the morning always. Gonna quietly go live for the first time. Oh, text me. Tell me when so I can come lock in. I'm sure you're going to be all lit as fuck. Your alerts are going to be lit. You already got your emotes dialed in. You got all your fucking custom stickers to your alerts set aside. You got cut scenes, motherfucking air horns, fucking all kinds of memes, so much things. I'm excited though. We're getting it right because PC actually OBS, is it new? Streamlabs and all that stuff for Mac? Is it still like, maybe it's a bug? Maybe I can update the thing. I'm excited. What are you going to do? Are you going to play a game or are you going to just chill? Not sure. Shit, well, let me know. I'm excited. You can... Oh, you know what? I'll try that. That's a great idea. I have OBS on here too. So maybe I'll build the scene in OBS for later and we'll try one. Oh man, I'm so excited. We'll get the Discord thing hooked up too so we can like be in each other's chats. That'd be fun as fuck. I'm all about that. See, even my chat box was buggy today. See that? I had to like reactivate and activate it for it to work. I think I'm gonna go on late night again tonight. That was kind of cool. Oh, you know what? Question. I saw some tutorial about a guy using 2 interfaces for when he streams. Maybe that would get around it. I'm not even using Soundflower anymore, to be honest with you. It just goes straight into the OBS. So I don't even know why they said you need Soundflower, I guess. It tends to work in Streamlabs OBS, so. Yeah, I'm going to try that too. Maybe I'll order another little small Scarlett interface, the little Focusrite guy. Oh, yeah, dedicated streaming PC. So just for their streaming, it's PC. Oh, I see. So, like, they could be on another computer like I am when I'm doing Pro Tools in my Macs over here, but this would actually be a PC just for OBS and Streamlabs and all that shit. Ah, got you. And I could run into a new interface that one has on the line ins from anything. Oh, dude, that's a genius idea. Holy shit, okay. I can just have Fruity Loops on there in OBS. Why'd they call it OBS? Oh, bullshit. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm tired. Got up early. Stayed up so late. Oh, yeah, we'll solve a lot. I'm gonna look into that, though, for sure. All right, man. All right, everybody who ends up watching this. Appreciate you guys. If you learned anything, definitely drop a follow. I'm going to get off here, go get something to eat, take a walk, relax for a little bit, take a nap, and I'll be back later tonight. Maybe late night, maybe around 8, maybe around 9, maybe around 12. I'll probably go around 11 or so, maybe midnight, and go till like 5 and try to do 2 records. Oh, yeah, my bad. But, yeah, I'm going to be back later. We'll do late night or evening, maybe like midnight or something. But I was saying, if you guys learned anything, if you like this, anybody who watches this later on, go ahead and just follow us. We're going to keep the streams going, keep the records going. I was all talking with my back to the mic, I know. I'm going to go get some food. I'm going to go chill. I'm going to go relax for a little bit. And, Joe, I appreciate you, bro. Come on. I'm going to talk to you in a minute, too. All right, y'all. Burrito bowl and a nap, bro. All right, even my camera's getting blurry. It's like, bro, we're tired. All right, O-U-T. I hope you enjoyed the tune. Go follow Golden Mack too, man. Check his single out on